Oh, yes. Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yharnam blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract. Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
You found yourself a hunter.
Alright. Hello Twilis, my fellow hunters. Vanna likes waffles here. Hope you hear me in the game okay. You see everything okay? You're doing well. And welcome to Bloodborne. This has to be my 6th attempt at trying to record this. I think I figured it out. It's just gonna take a lot of patience on my part, so I can't guarantee a lot of updates, but I've already explained exactly what's been going on in different news videos and the like. And I know I did a stream, but I'd rather be able to control everything that's happening, rather than have to click buttons. It'll just take patience. And also, I am sorry, but I am not reading the item descriptions. It takes me too long. Do you have any idea how much time in the video that takes? Like, the majority of it is me reading item descriptions. Especially this early on in game. I'll put it on screen, and you guys can read it. Like, pause the video, read it. Sorry if this bothers anybody, but it was getting on my nerves. Okay, all I have in my inventory for now. Okay, I actually have been having a lot of problems with this other than just the editing software. It's an OCD thing with numbers. Having just 2 hunters was driving me absolutely insane. In fact, I could not handle it. I kept having to delete the extra hunter, so Midna deleted all her hunters. And now there's just Causin Hall entirely. He's on the noble Scion, not sure how you're supposed to pronounce that. I don't actually like how the stats start on this, but she is nobility, hailing from Canehurst. But whoever the person was who left Canehurst in my novelized fanfic, left before the blood became a really big deal. But she does have blood ties to Castle Canehurst, to the Queen directly, and to Lady Maria, which is why she looks like her. Because honestly, I find Maria very interesting as a character, and I really feel bad for her too. When I understand what happened to her, it's just awful. As for the lore parts of the videos, I'll probably lightly touch on it in the actual walkthrough, but there's going to be... Of course, I'm being interrupted! Edit this part out, me. Alright, Midna is back. Hey. There. Yeah, I was talking about the lore. It's going to be in a separate playlist, because I can't look at my lore notes at the same time as play the game. Some people can probably do that, because they're really good at it, or it's like right next to them. My monitor's off to the side of me, and the game screen is in front of me over here, like way in front of me. So I can't look at this at the same time as look at this. It just isn't gonna work. So it'll be in a separate playlist. I'll lightly touch on lore while I am playing, but the main lore will be in the other playlist. Here's the first piece. Handwritten scrawl. Seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. It's theorized that maybe your character wrote this. They knew about Pale Blood before they came to Yharnam. And that was exactly why they came here, because they were looking for it. In all theory, in everything I've learned about, your hunter, no matter what their I went with Noble Scion, but there's other ones. But no matter what it is, your hunter came here because they needed a cure for an illness. In Causin's case, she learned about Canehurst and wanted to come here to find her extended family, not knowing what she was going to end up getting involved in. Ha 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 ha. But the handwritten scrawls theorized to be written by your hunter, or perhaps the Blood Minister or somebody else. It's your first piece of lore. The videos are going to be 20 minutes long, although unfortunately I have to edit a big chunk of time out of this one. For reasons I am not happy about. But I'm not going to get into it. Causin is a budding herbologist, so I imagine seeing a clinic in such shambles is driving her insane. But now we see this thing. Scourge Beast. On his card there, which I got inspiration from the Bloodborne card game, you'll see a dot. It's red, signifying it is deadly. A yellow dot means it's dangerous, a green dot means it's not much to worry about. At some point in time, there'll be cards that have a slash and have 2 dots. That's because it can go either one of those directions. It just depends on how you handle the situation, or if you get unlucky. These things happen sometimes. So you can see what he's weak to, his locations, his drops, and whether he's beast or kin. I already say his weaknesses. Well, if not, you can see his weakness. Although most beasts can be killed with anything. And you can handle this situation by fighting it with hand-to-hand. It does work. I'm just not going to attempt it because I'm probably going to fail. You can be killed by it. Or my preferred method is running past it, which is actually doable. I do it almost every time. Very rarely the thing manages to get me, but there's been occasions that it has actually gotten me. Like if I'm too much of a hurry and not paying attention, the Scourge Beast can and will make me aware I'm in too much of a bloody effing rush. Now there are going to be some enemies up ahead, however, I'm going to not have an enemy card up for them yet. Central Yharnam. I'm going to be doing this by area, but I'm hoping to at least get Central Yharnam done. Yeah. Okay, no enemy card yet, me. I didn't actually mean to pick that up. I just saw a shiny thing and went to grab it. It was kind of automatic. I gotta sneeze, I can do it. I'm here. Down here. Good man. Trying to give myself time to get up this lateral. Oh, Scourge Beast. So you're gonna have barely seconds to read this. Rapid pause the video. Okay. Off we go. I forgot to take that off the screen for a minute there. That wasn't good. again, pause video to read. So I just can't be bothered to do that repeatedly. There's too much text when you first start playing. Epic Name Bro, who I believe had a hand in making the Bloodborne guidebook, suggests that a new player uses the saw cleaver. I never have. I always go... At least I'm pretty sure I've never used it for a first time playthrough, and if I did it was very brief because I realized it wasn't working. I usually go with the Hunter Axe because it is a heavy blunt attack, as it says in the description there, which can stagger large opponents, and it has a long reach, which is very good for 2 enemies. Well, technically 3 or 4 in Central Yharnam that I have concerns with. Brick Troll, the Large Huntsman, the Scourge Beasts, and the Man-Eater Boar. I prefer the Hunter Axe for all my starting characters. There's a cane, which I will be primarily using throughout the majority of this walkthrough. I'll eventually switch around to a couple different other weapons before I finally get the Rakuyo. Now, take this. Hunter Pistol. I don't actually use this very much. It's not going to be upgraded, like, at all, because I want to get the... I still need to figure out what that gun is called. You get it in Canehurst. But I prefer using that, so this will not be upgraded, and it'll mostly be used as a OF that thing still has HP button. Like a sliver of HP. And Midna will just pop a cap in it real quick to kill it. That does look pretty dang cool, you gotta admit. I think I used this one time for a starter weapon for the gun, but I wasn't that big of a fan. Sweet. A book. It's actually very useful to actually use the notebook, because if you leave a note and someone rates it, then it'll restore your HP completely. It can actually save your hunter's life if you're in a boss and you're losing. Now, this guy here, anyone who actually knows who he is, in my novelized Bloodborne fanfic, he has a very hard time looking at Causin for obvious reasons. She looks almost exactly like Maria.
Aha! You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home for now. I am... Gammon. Friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it. This was once a safe haven for hunters. A workshop where hunters used blood to enhance their weapons and flesh. We don't have as many tools as we once did, but you're welcome to use whatever you find. Even the dog, should it please you. This was once a you'll even
Okay, so him telling me not to think too hard about it and just go out and kill a couple beasts. That is not my mindset, and it happened, I think, after Skyrim, my first playthrough, and Mercer tried to kill my character. I just rolled with the whole situation and wasn't curious too heavily. And then he turns around and tries to kill my Dragonborn. I did not trust any follower again after that too easily. And in several other playthroughs after that, I constantly tried to get him caught in one of those swinging gate traps, and I eventually did it, and I was just incredibly satisfied. And as for the doll comment, he didn't mean like that. Get your minds out of the gutter. There will be lore for the Hunter's Dream, but that's gonna happen like way effing later down the line. I have to look at several different lore videos for everything I'm messing with, and I will eventually have them all linked in the description. Probably on the very last video of the walkthrough. Okay, Hunter's Dream, halt the source of the spreading Scourge Beast. Let the night carry on forever. Now, interesting bit of trivia that I actually saw in one of my lore videos was the statue was thought to be what we now have as the lamps. You would like shove some sort of sword into the base of it down here, and it would let you return to the Hunter's Dream. There's just a little piece that he was willing to share because he discovered it. And something else the lore video pointed out was that this little table reminds people of communion that you'd have in church. I didn't notice it till someone pointed it out, but I guess I could see it. Got all the cups and the bowl. As for Yharnam himself, I don't have a lot to put notice on, I'm afraid. Not right now. There's too much about him involved that I just cannot get into at the moment. Now, let's see if I can do this, because I show it every time I do a new playthrough. For my YouTube, anyway. Yep, here we go. I don't know who the F discovered this. I really don't. Who the heck was panning the camera like this to find out? Okay, it's theorized that maybe this is the doll having eyes on the inside, which wouldn't surprise me. But there's also an idea that this was the developer referencing a magna called Magnet. I'm never sure how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. But it's called Berserk. It is very dark. I don't recommend it to those who faint of heart. Because I have read it. I've skipped pages every so often when it gets too much for me. Oh. But the idea is that these little eyeballs is based on the egg of the Emperor, or the... I'm not sure the actual pronunciation of that. It's supposed to be... But that's the idea behind those. Eyes on the inside, or the egg of the Emperor. And the noise you heard there was the timer on my phone going off. Which means this video needs to end here. So, my dear Twilis and fellow hunters, thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to support the YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, and share it. If you'd like to support my Twitch channel, which is linked, please follow and share it. But above all, I hope you enjoyed this, that you had fun, because I know I did. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.